Hey guys, how's it going? Tech King here. Today I want to talk about the Rock Around the Clock treasure hunt. I know this is kind of a offbeat video from what my channel is usually about, but I just wanted to share the clues that I've found so far. What I think are clues, and some of the assumptions that I've made. This isn't solid information. This isn't necessarily, run out and assume that everything I say on this video is correct. I just wanted to kind of show what I've found. So, the first thing I noticed with the Rock Around the Clock treasure map was the letters. So, I thought, that's weird that they've got all these little, looks like S's behind them. I thought that maybe, like mirroring it this way, or covering up half of it when you do any of that combination of things might reveal a different set of letters, but it did not. The only thing I really noticed is if you zoom in close enough on the A, it has a cross on it. What appears to be a cross. Looks very similar to this T, but it's more of a cross than that. A lot of people are talking about the 4 being wrong, because typically it would be IV. They did this on clocks. It was a decision that most people made when it came to a clock, because all these V's down here got confusing. They just thought it easier to do it that way. So, if you look in the background, there's like roads here, and then this little bit of roads here, this road right here that comes up to another road right here. If you edit this picture and try to bring out the darks, you'll be able to see that a lot better. I didn't do that here. This is the original map that was posted. Sorry about my voice. I'm having some severe sinus troubles at a wonderful time of the year. We've all read this probably 100 times. Right off the bat, everybody went to Annie's gravesite. Okay, so as far as the roads in the background of the map, I can see that it's split up into what appears to be 3 or possibly 4 different sets of roads. And the reason I say possibly 4 is because there is a small group of roads right here that don't quite fit in with these, even though I have the exact location of these 2 right here. And this one on the side here is all one. This section right here is by Elmwood Cemetery. This section right here is by Hillcrest Cemetery. And this section right here is by the Sandoval Cemetery. Now I just want to point out that the 3 rocks, which everyone has been arguing about their relevance to the hunt, were found Elmwood, Hillcrest, and Sandoval Cemetery. I don't know the actual name. If someone wants to post a comment and help me out with that, I don't know the exact name of the Sandoval Cemetery. So anyways, here real quick, I'm going to show you. Let me get this pulled up real quick. Okay. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this. Alright, that's not too bad, I guess. So if you look right here, this is that curve right here. This is that curve in the bottom left section of the map. The skull and crossbones is actually right here. The X is marked like right here on this area right here. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what that means. Not really worried about it at this point. The next one is by Hillcrest Cemetery. This one you're really not going to be able to see. Wow, this is... Sorry, guys. I apologize for the terrible printing job here. But, man. See if that made... There we go. That works out better right now for this. So, as you can see here, here's this road that comes here and goes straight up and down. The outward curve, the inward curve, and I don't know if Rick used Google Earth or what whenever he got those screenshots that he got, or however he attained the maps. This actually has a lot more detail. This river right here, creek, whatever you want to call it. It's obviously not a river, creek. We're in southern Illinois. Anyways, this creek has a lot less detail on the map. It's more just like a squiggly line like this. So, but yeah, this is definitely it. That is the Hillcrest Cemetery right there. I know you can't read that, whatever. And then we get to this one. So, right here is that thing that looks like a butcher's cleaver. It's, if you notice on the map, it's actually tilted like this slightly. Oops. With this road meeting this road with this small road that runs this way. Those are the main details that led me to that. That is the Sandoval Cemetery right there. So I actually found this picture of this notebook a few days ago, and it's got listed on it which rock, the 4, the 8, and the 12, what it said on it, what it could have said, that or 1.4. You know, they were kind of rough to read on the pictures. I didn't. So you'll notice that it says 13 degrees 4.64, and then this one's the number 8 rock says 202 degrees 2.87, and then the 12 rock says 50 degrees 4.0. So everybody's trying to figure out what these numbers mean. I'm going to shed a little light on that here in just a moment. Alright, back to my high school projector looking device, upside down laptop. I want to show you guys what makes these rocks so relevant. So this right here is a compass. This is a 32 point compass. If you'll notice, around the very outside edge, I don't actually know a whole lot about these. I had seen this before on something in geometry. So it's got the degrees all the way around the outside. All the way, it goes from 0 to 359 degrees. The point of this is during navigating, whatever kind of vessel or walking, whatever it be, you can specify a shift in direction. So you would say, if you're headed straight north, which is 0 degrees, you would say, turn 50 degrees. Here's your 50. So you would now avert your course from, it would be 50 degrees from north. That's always red. It's not from your location. So if you're now facing 50 degrees and you say, turn, 100 degrees, you don't turn 100 more degrees. You would turn to 100 degrees because it's always from true north. There's also something called magnetic north. I don't feel I need to get into that. This is all just from research that I've done. So how it works is you put this cross right here on the precise location, and then you can make a line, whichever direction it needs to be, and then you travel that distance. So, for instance, rock number 4 said 13 degrees, 4.64, I believe. So, if you're facing true north at somewhere, a general area, I've dropped it on Google Maps, I've dropped it just about on Annie's grave. I don't know if that's what Rick's intentions originally were, or whatever. Anyways, if I go 13 degrees from true north for 4.64 miles, guess where I end up at? That's right, Sandoval Cemetery. So, when you get to Sandoval Cemetery and you find the 8 o'clock rock, it says 202 degrees 2.87. So now you are in Sandoval Cemetery. You put this down on your map, facing true north, and you turn 202 degrees clockwise. These are always clockwise. So if you come down here to about 202 degrees and travel 2.87 miles, guess where you end up at? That's right, Hillcrest Cemetery. Now, that's where you find the 12 o'clock rock. Now, this is the part I'm stuck on. And some of you may say that this is why the rocks don't have any significance to the hunt. I mean, it literally, in the song, he says the song is the key to finding 3. And in the song, it says 1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, rock. 5, 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, rock. 9, 10, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, rock. So, if these rocks are not relevant to this hunt, that is a huge coincidence. A huge coincidence. So somebody just happened to place those there with those exact Roman numerals on them sometime before Rick even announced the hunt, because I mean, right off the bat, within an hour, somebody found that first rock. So, I mean, think what you want, but I'm a firm believer that they are extremely relevant to this. Now, I actually got on Google Maps and did exactly what I'm talking about here, and so we'll turn this light on again. Okay, so here is Elmwood, and here real quick I will show you how this works actually. So you put your marker as dead center as possible. Let's turn this light back out. So I know you guys can't hardly see it, but here's where it stops. Let me get this true north. So I'm going to line this top piece of paper up all the way across the best I can. Put that marker dead center on the crosshairs. And I mean, this is some really crude. You can actually, there's obviously tools for this, but I would say that is fairly close to 13 degrees. I know it's a little off. I'm sure that, you know, this could be shifted a touch to make it, maybe that's more equal. I can't tell. I don't know. Anyway, it's right in the vicinity of 13 degrees. So then we would come up to Sandoval Cemetery. We're going to get this about back on true north. Okay, not bad, not bad. And I'm going to use this piece of paper for a straight edge, which obviously, yet again, is not quite ideal. However, I think that you guys will get the point. So, see that? I would say that, if this will focus, there we go. I would say that is just about, my camera's freaking out, sorry guys. That is just about 202 degrees. I mean, that's right along that line that I've drawn on Google Maps. That is right there. You know, that's on it. So, yet again, we go down to the Hillcrest Cemetery. I'm trying to get this back to just about perfect here. Very hard to do. This is a very, like I said, you just gotta kind of get the general idea here is all I'm going for. So anyways, yet again I'm going to use the straight edge. Well, I'm going to use this piece of paper as a straight edge. Don't worry guys, I'm not pushing down on the screen too hard. I'm just enough pressure to hold it. Anyways, so we come here and put that on that line. And there you have it. 50 degrees. So these distances that I've measured here are the number, the second number. The degree is the direction from 0 degrees clockwise on a compass. And then this is the distance. So this is the 4.64. This is the 2.87 or 2.89. I don't remember. And then this is the even 4. Now, this is the issue I'm running into. It actually just kind of stops in the middle of nowhere. That lands kind of just in a field. And I really don't think I'm going to run out into this field and risk getting shot for trespassing for any amount of, well, I mean, I wouldn't say any amount of treasure, but still, you get my point. I highly doubt it's there. Now, something that I've read during my research of the last the other 2 treasure hunts, one thing I've read is that 40, the number 40, can mean that you're not, and this is right about smack dab on Hillcrest Cemetery. The number 40 can mean that you should travel not a specific distance, but basically travel until you've reached your destination. I guess it's like it says that if it says travel 40, it might not mean feet, it might not mean meters, kilometers, anything like that. It might mean a measurement of time, 40 seconds, 40 minutes, like it's a 40-minute trek that way. That's just one of the theories I've got. I've drawn the line almost all the way up to, actually all the way to, it leads to Alma. And it comes very close to a cemetery in Alma on the very south side. It also runs almost completely through it just barely misses the cemetery in Odin. And if you were here for the original hunt, that's actually where I found the first treasure at, was Odin Cemetery. So, other than that, I am not sure what the upside down triangle means. I am the 3 7s, the 4, or the skull and crossbones. So, I mean, and everything I've said here could just be way wrong. I could be way off, and somebody might know better than me. This is literally just me sharing with you guys what I think I've figured out so far. And yet again, the reason I'm doing this is because I don't have the time, I don't have the fuel necessarily to just be rolling around searching for this treasure. As much fun as the other 2 have been, I'm just going to kind of sit back on this one and watch. So yeah, unless I get like a wild hare to run out and check something, I think. But anyways, so yeah, thanks for watching. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Give this video a like. Share it with your friends. Tag people in the post that I'll be putting on Facebook in the Ghost in the Graveyard page. And a huge shout out to Rick McDonald for all the fun treasure hunts that we've been on so far. Each one of them's a completely new adventure, and it's been a lot of fun. Brings a lot of people together, gets people out and about with their kids, and it's an awesome thing. And I'm hoping to possibly collaborate with Rick and do one in Jefferson County. So be on the lookout for that. Alright guys, till next time. See you later.